Hey everybody, welcome to Computer Hour with Mike. We got off to a late start because the drivers on my uh, Logitech webcam decided to just take a dump, make me reboot, and change USB ports, but that's computers. Oh well. So, rebooted, we're all back to normal, everything is just fine and dandy, so we're here. Um, uh, what's new this week? The weather sucked in Vegas. It's been windy and rainy, but it's been Vegas. Um, what new questions have I had this week? Windows Mail. Did you know that there is a difference between the Windows Mail that came with Windows Vista and the mail that came with Windows 7? You know, I never would have guessed it unless I saw it for myself. There was one program. It was WinMail. It came with Windows Vista. It's the only operating system it ever came with. It was the upgrade from Outlook 6 to a new version of WinMail. That when Windows 7 came out, there was no base version of a mail program for handling your POP and your Hotmail program. And so Windows decided to go to Windows Live Essentials or your Windows Live Mail. Um, and That's actually a really good program to go with. If you just go look at Windows Live Messenger is what everyone is familiar with. Well, there's also Windows Live Mail that has a photo gallery, and it has there's a webcam thing in there, and you can call your friends. It's a whole suite. There's like a photo editor. There's a video editor. That's also where you get your home edition of your video editing software that users would edit home videos with. And I'm trying to remember the name of it, so I'm going to go look it up. Hang on a second. You get Windows Live Mail, Live Messenger, Movie Maker, Photo Gallery, and Movie Maker was the one I was trying to think of. It's actually a pretty sweet. But some people like the WinMail program. There's a couple of ways that you can use WinMail. Excuse me. Yeah, that's Vegas when it rains and it gets windy. Allergies get kicked up. WinMail is actually one of the very few programs that apparently you can just go into your program files directory, grab the WinMail directory, copy it, paste it into the program files directory of a Windows 7 machine, and there's a couple of DLLs that are available out there. People have different tutorials, and there's Google tutorials. I'm not going to paste any specific tutorials because then people will say, oh my god, you pasted me something and I screwed up my registry. I'm just giving you some basic information. You can Google how to make WinMail work on a Windows 7 system. You'll probably need somebody like me to make it work, because if it doesn't work right the first time, you might need to tweak your registry a little bit to get it to work. But on most systems, if you're going from a 32-bit to a 32-bit operating system, you just have to copy and paste the whole directory and all the structure, move it from one to another, execute it, boom, it works. It's really weird, but there is a security update that might screw it up. If that security update screws it up, then you have to go into your registry and start making a bunch of changes. That's where things can get kind of hairy. Let me see what else came up this week. Really, not all that much. Security cameras, which I don't know. DVRs for your home system. A lot of people really don't think about DVRs for their home. They're cheap. You're worried about home security. Go to Sam's Club. You know, if you're worried about your house getting broken into and you want to see who's screwing around doing graffiti on your walls, Sam's Club has a 4-camera system for like $500 or $600. It'll auto record whenever it sees motion. Very easy to set up. You can watch it from your smartphone or from your Android, your whatever smartphone you have. You can watch it from your computer or your laptop. You can watch it remotely over the internet, or from a TV in the house. Real easy to set up. There's Samsung systems. There's different. There's all sorts of different systems out there that make it affordable for a home user to have their own home security system, which is really nice. Camera systems can be invaluable. Everybody thinks, oh, Big Brother's watching me. Well, get over it. Big Brother's going to watch you anyway, so there's nothing you can do. Tough. You can't walk down the street without 4 or 5 cameras seeing you anyway. So, and if you have a camera protecting your property, you know who to blame. You can protect yourself, and it's cheap insurance. Trying to keep Abby out of my picture, but she's back there playing around with a DVD. She's getting really good at her home DVD and her DVD editing and photo editing and doing movie intros and stuff. So she's been real hard at work and cursing at her computer, and luckily she hasn't started throwing stuff at me yet, so I'm real happy about that. And we will stop this recording and I'll move on to my next subject.